Feelings Ain't Facts podcast with your host B Mills and DJ Tiller. Live from the Boss Planet Entertainment Studio in the 765, baby. Feelings Ain't Facts podcast with your host B Mills and DJ Tiller.
This is the Feelings Ain't Facts podcast with your host DJ Tiller.
And your co-host B Mills.
Today we got Tyler McAfee in the building. We are live in the Gemini Lounge. Like I said, we're located in between studios A and B. So if y'all, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna let everybody know we've been pushing the Gemini Lounge. We are a partnership with the Gemini Lounge. So we definitely want to just come in. This is more of a freestyle episode, kind of just
we got a lot to
come
tell
in,
y'all.
just get in here, just talk to y'all, let people know what's going on, what we got coming, what we got going, and things like that. So today is just another Sunday, man. Any given Sunday.
Sunday fun day.
Any given kind of
Yes, we're out here.
it's definitely been big moves, big work.
Blessed.
You know, we kind of all sat down yesterday and kind of had a meeting with the bosses and
It was nice.
and some
Nice.
moves. It was definitely much needed, man. And so expect big things coming. You know,
Big thing.
Speaking of the Gemini Lounge and where we're at, Studio B is officially open.
Yep.
So it is open and ready to be rented. Studio A is still available. Got slots available all day. I'm gonna let Tyler tell you about that. And I just kind of wanted to shout it out and let him explain a little bit of what we got coming up new with the Gemini Lounge.
Yeah, so Studio A is kind of more of the, I mean, anybody can book it out. You can rent it with the engineer all day long.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. It's kind of more of an intimate room where if you're trying to really get things built from the ground up, production wise, or maybe you just know 100% what you're trying to do,
Right.
and you want that premium vibe, that's Studio A. Studio B, we're gonna have it set up as we're going. I mean, it's already open, but it's gonna be set up
It's looking good
with a
too.
cool
Yeah.
vibe as
It's
well.
looking great.
Yep.
And it's going to be open to people that may not need an engineer. Maybe you just want to hook up your computer. You make your own beats. You do your own engineering. You do your own recording, but you can't do it at home. You might have kids at home. You might not. You might have clients that want to record, but you don't want to be in and out of home with people you don't know.
Wonderful.
You can book it up here for a cheaper cost.
I think that's lovely.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people have their own musical
Studio,
goals
yeah.
and studio goals, and like I said, everybody's spit a song in the closet. If you're a musician, like you know how that goes. So like you have your own things. You actually want to lay it down in the studio. You know what you got going.
Yeah.
Book Studio B for a couple hours
Yeah.
and come up here and share the vibe.
I know one thing. I wish it was available 2 to 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Same.
It'd be
Same.
sweet. It'd
And
be
that's what a
sweet.
lot of this has been born
Been
out
sweet.
of. Was my own experiences.
Yeah.
Like I said, record music. I go to Indy. I go to Fort Wayne. There was nothing here. I could go to home studios here,
Right.
but at that time, wasn't anybody really on that level of mixing or mastering to where I was getting the same quality that I was when I was going to Nap or Fort Wayne. That's no punch to anybody. That's just what
And
it
I just
was.
want, man, I want to give you a big praise for that, man, to take your love, your passion, to go from I'm recording this at the crib to I definitely want to share this experience with other people. You know,
Well,
like it's not just all about me. I want to make music, this, that, like.
I agree, and and not to say that that's all me. I just think that you get to a point in life where you realize the whole point is the whole shared experience thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being able to get whatever experience you have and either give it to somebody else or give a lesson or give, a resource or give whatever back. That's what, if the world was doing that, we'd be in a better place.
Right.
You know?
One thing I was thinking though, based upon all this, let's talk about more than like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Let's go back.
Okay. Take it back.
Marion.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many people coming up aspiring to be artists, to do this and that, but the availability of having things like Studio B, we covered it. You can come in there and make beats. You can come in there, you can lay your own tracks down, bring your own laptop, do this
Bring
and
your
that.
guitars, bring your instruments up
Bro,
here.
back then we didn't have that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's something like nobody thought of. So
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of guys my age right now that do music that are great artists, but I think a lot of them have fell to the wayside because they're like either the money didn't come or nobody signed a deal with them, and it's like, bro, it's not over, bro. Rock
Right.
stars, there's people.
Right.
There's a guy I met downstairs at the Little Forest because they do karaoke down there on certain nights. Check up on
It'd
them.
be
It's an
popping
awesome
down there
vibe.
too.
We definitely got sponsorship from Los Amores. Want to shout them out. Like we definitely will
Hey.
bringing you content
Great
from them.
people, great
we got
food.
a lot of things come up. Los Amores, big great food, great people, great
And
vibe.
I'm gonna pick
Cantina's
back
open
up on
too.
them.
Yep, we'll come back to them.
But yeah, that you have people that are still picking the guitar up.
Yeah,
People that are still doing drums.
Just sitting
But
at home
for some
doing it.
reason, when it comes to like even just hip hop, people, it is a young man's game, 100%. It controls the atmosphere of it. It's typically young in nature, but all the fans have grown up now. There's people that
Right.
still love hip hop. They don't want to listen to the young guys stuff.
Right.
That's no dig at the young guys because
Right.
they got
It's
to,
a little different.
They got know what it is. It's different to us because we've already outgrown that stage in life. They're
we
getting
got our
in
own.
now. We can't be mad at them.
Some
for
of what I
getting in.
vibe with, I ain't gonna stop.
I'm just saying that the older generation, I still love to pop on something I like to listen to as long as they're speaking to the experiences I
Yeah.
can relate to it.
Like, and I'm not even gonna lie
Absolutely,
because
absolutely, I agree
because that Mount Westmore thing with like Ice Cube and Too Short,
yeah, we're gonna
E40,
relate to that.
like
It was
they,
nice.
they came
Yeah,
out
I
out
think-
with a whole new album, and it's like,
And
oh man,
I'll
like
be honest, like a lot of these
Someone
young
made
guys-
adjustments. Sorry.
yeah,
No, you're good. But that's why I was gonna say, like a lot of these young guys, like I've had to, because at first, sitting back, some of these guys that I've had the opportunity and it's been a blessing just to deal with some of these young guys that have came up here, the few that have, and got to talk to them and see inside their brain and what they're doing and what they're going through now. It's just different than what we did, but it don't mean that it's wrong.
Right.
Right.
They're going through that time period that we went through, that angst and that wanting to be able to
and
express
like I
yourself.
said, the new technology of things. Like I've told both of y'all, like my dream is to be on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, this podcast is my step to the radio. Podcasts are modern day radio. Not everybody's turned on Bob and Tom every morning like I have. I've done that since I was a little
Yeah.
kid. I
And
got
I'm-
that from
it's
old
lovely.
heads. You know what I mean?
It's lovely
Like,
still to be able to do that.
right. Like I work every day. So like free beer and hot wings, the Bob and Tom
Hey.
show, and all these
Where
different
you
shows.
getting free beer and hot wings?
That's a radio show, man.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's
Right now.
I'm like,
yeah,
man, I
it's
didn't hear about
it's on the a little I don't want to get the name wrong, but 1069 or whatever.
Okay,
They do the little
okay.
free beer and hot wings and
Hey, back in the day, bro.
yeah.
Hey, we talk about the radio from like our time.
Yep.
Hey, we had 93.1,
Yep.
Radio Now 93.1.
Radio now.
Now it's something completely different.
Yep. And 96.3. Like
Bro.
trying to get the fuzzy hip hop stations.
I
Like,
remember you would have to, like back in our time, you didn't have the iPhone and the
I swear.
so you would stay up all night. Maybe I don't know. Not every like my girl, she didn't listen to the radio. My fiance, she didn't
Right.
listen to the radio growing up.
You
She knows a lot of
missed
it,
out.
Right.
But me, on the other hand, I listened to the radio growing up,
yep.
and I would sit there all night waiting for one song just so I could hit the
Exposure.
dub it.
The dub.
I swear, bro.
Hey,
That's
did
crazy.
y'all ever watch the TV channels? Did you ever watch the turn on like the Dish Network, Direct TV? They had the little music channel
Yeah.
and record that when the little TiVo shit first came out,
Bro.
just so you
I
had
never
a
had
block
this.
of songs you would fast forward, skip.
Talk about winning. That was winning. to me
Man,
back
throwback.
then.
I got one. I
love it.
remember recording songs on my Boost mobile phone, so it'd be my ringtone.
me and
Kiss me
Nikki
through
last
the
night we
phone.
sat down with my daughter Cammie and we
Uh-huh.
sat there and we watched it was a older movie from the 90s. I think it was like 95, Now and Then.
Now and then.
And when you watch it, the girl at one point they're all going outside to grab their bikes and go play.
Right.
And I remember Nikki being like, yeah, that's how it used to be. We used to go out there, grab
Yeah.
our bikes and go. Like parents let us go and we may not see them until the lights.
Be back when the street lights come on. Like when you would
Yeah.
leave, when you come home,
It's
get your
not-
homework done, hop on your bike, you would go look for that cluster of bicycles.
Yeah.
Like that, like nostalgic 90s,
Hey,
man.
it
like
was
90s
like
kid
neighborhood
shit.
based back then too. So
Yeah.
the fellas in the neighborhood were the fellas. That's who you rode.
We
with.
meet you at the green box type shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Straight up. We had
Yeah,
the
nowadays,
Malibu.
like-
yeah,
Nowadays, it's like they want to go to the store, and I'm like, who you going with? How many of you? You know what I mean? There better
Yeah.
be 3 or 4
Right.
at least. If we're walking the store, you got pepper spray. Not saying these things weren't present back in our day, because they were,
Hey,
you know, but it's the same time.
Like hanging out the mall, going to Sam Goodies and
Just to let
checking
y'all
out
know.
CDs
Yeah.
and this, that, the other. Like
just to let y'all
kids
know,
don't have that no more, man. There ain't no
I feel
mall.
bad for them.
I might be 6'1", but I'm carrying some fucking pepper spray.
Hey,
Hey, let 3 of y'all mugs come up.
he said a
And
bear
jump on
pop
me.
out. It's a
Hey,
wrap. You got
hey,
bear spray
Hey,
on.
y'all jump on me. I promise y'all walking out with shiners and everything. Guys.
Yeah.
For real though. Anyway, but besides that,
Yeah,
them times right there, bro.
Yeah,
Those are
the
that's
the
just
good
gold.
old
That's
days,
golden to
man.
me.
The good old,
But-
the golden times.
And to touch back on what you were saying is like even like 5 or 6 years ago, not having anything like this, I was by that point I was doing everything out of home,
Right.
you know, and it was more or less like I didn't just want to have anybody over at my house. You never know these days.
No,
So,
man. It's
you know, it's like
it's
even back
definitely
here-
an uglier world out here. Like
People
yes,
live lives.
we are out here. We're doing our thing, this, that, the other. But we all have the means to protect ourselves and our families.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's just like we don't want to have to live at that.
No.
You know, like being able to sit here in Gemini Lounge with the homies and do this podcast and be able to record this, that, and have that safe space to know, like, okay, maybe we are gonna get out of the COVID and the time. And the only way we can change all that bullshit is to literally change all that bullshit.
Well, and that's what
Like-
that's what's good about it too, is because nowadays we live in a time when it comes to the music, anybody can record themselves at home.
Yeah.
You can get up
Yeah.
on YouTube just like I have and learn anything you want and record yourself.
On your cell phone.
What
Like you
we're
don't even have
doing-
to have major equipment.
No, you don't. And you can have it hit tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily what this is about. We're not saying we're your only option. What we're doing here, we're selling an experience. If you want to vibe out and you want to get in that creative mode, that's what this space is. Like he said, it's a safe space. Maybe you don't have that quietness at home where you can just vibe out, listen to music. When you come up here, even if you're with the engineer, I've said it before in the past.
Right.
I work for you. You come up here, you don't like this or that, the way it's done, I'm going to do my best to facilitate it and change it.
Right.
But ultimately, and then if you book B, you can just be in there vibing out yourself. I mean, we have things set in place. Obviously, it's a business. You know, we got a camera monitoring the main entrance, and then we can see who
Yep.
comes in and out. You know, but honestly,
Unfortunately, there ain't no smoking in the studio. So you want to smoke, you got to smoke
gotta go
outside.
outside.
But you know, like
But also, that's a small
Hey.
price to pay to get it.
Right.
You know? If you're booking the time with B, you'll get your own specific code to let you in the door during that time period.
yeah,
And it'll be
definitely
through your
got
whole
some new
session,
locks.
so-
I like the new locks.
Yeah, you can come in and out as you please, you know, and if you got to step out and smoke, step out and smoke.
Yep.
So like anywhere around, like I'll say this, we are Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though
100%.
we are
Films Ain't Facts is Gemini.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
Gemini. So it's like even outside of feelings ain't facts. If you feel like you got what you need to do a podcast or anything like that, or you can come in solo dolo interview stuff, anything like that, we are more than happy to help you direct that, orchestrate it in any way. I just wanted to let that be known. Like
And we let shit be known. Y'all want to come up on the podcast and talk, and we want to talk marriage, we want to talk music, we want to talk your feelings. You know, like you having a bad day, you want to
we'll
come
say
kick it with the
this.
boys, come kick it with us. You
on
know what I mean?
feelings ain't facts, anything other than politics, we cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much we're urban, basically urban. I would say we are an urban style of a podcast. Like we have a lot of things that link into urban things. That's why I
And-
say that.
And I don't want to label us as anything. We are a podcast. Feelings, let that shit out the window. We are what we are,
Yeah.
and we are trying to do better for us first and foremost. So, like, as we pursue the betterness for us, it makes it better for everybody else. Like, we want to see everybody eat. I remember there was a point in time when we come up and it was just like my homie eating, we all eating.
Yeah.
Like my homie got it, we got it. Like we got to get back into that. I'm not saying like we gonna give you everything. It ain't like
We're just offering services that weren't
yeah
necessarily
offering
here before.
services
And
that
if
weren't
If
there.
you need to- If you need to come up and you want to do a podcast, get at us. We'll
Yeah,
figure it
we'll
out.
make it
We'll figure
work.
out how.
And at first I had the thoughts of like put on for my city, but honestly, I want to put on for everybody. So it's outside of our city.
Yeah, we want to be bigger than citywide, but
Nap, Gary, Carmel.
statewide, nationwide, worldwide. Like,
Yeah, like-
that's the steps. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think a lot of times that's it too, though. People coming from a small town like Marion, people only worry about what's going on in this town.
Right.
yeah.
You step out.
Some people ain't never left Marion,
Some people,
bro.
A lot of people
Like they ain't
I
left the
did for
county.
years.
You know
Bro,
what I mean? Being for years.
literally I went from my whole youth being here pretty much to having an ideology that left me stuck here till I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Getting in trouble, getting in trouble had me stuck here for another 15 years to the point where when I finally got off of it and I left, and don't get me wrong, going through that trouble made me who I am.
Right.
And it definitely allowed me to learn and have some experiences outside of Marion that catapulted me into a different direction. I'm here now for a specific reason. And why I'm here, that's why this was born out of that.
I don't know if you feel this. Like I felt this. Like back when I left myself, like I'm leaving this raggedy motherfucker and I ain't never coming back. Like,
I felt that way 2 years ago.
I take that back. I apologize for all that because it's
Well,
still home. You know what I mean?
'cause
Like coming back home, I definitely want to expand. I'm not like staying for.
I'll be
like,
100% real. I can see why people around here feel the way they do. And
Right.
let me explain real quick though. When I came back, I had just moved back from Chicago.
Right.
And when I did, there's everything to do there. Despite its rap and it gets,
Right.
I get it. There's horrible shit going on there.
Yep.
But I think it was you I was
Chirac.
talking-
No, we're
yeah.
talking about Chicago,
I
not
was gonna
Chirac.
say, but
Right.
I was on the south side. I was on other areas. I loved it. I wasn't sticking my nose in people's businesses that it
Yeah.
didn't belong.
That's
Like,
all you,
Chicago is a beautiful city, bro.
Right.
Either way, there's tons of stuff to do there. There's people are up. You have 70-year-olds, 65-year-olds up running in the morning.
Navy
come back
pier,
here.
right, riding bikes, is that like
I
yeah.
come back
have a
here
mall
over
walking.
family. I take my habits from there, and they come with me here. I get up in the morning. I'm going. You know how many people I seen on that walkway? Maybe 5 in the
Yeah.
mornings, running, doing things. You know what I mean? It's up to the person individually.
The drive that's not
to-
here, the
yes,
lack
I'm not,
thereof.
I'm not saying I've been that way too in my life, but I think we can breed that as a culture. And one thing that I've loved since I've came back is the new leadership
Yeah.
that's in place, the things that are getting done. You see a lot of positive change where people, you know, you may not agree with this or that happening, but what's happening is you're seeing things get put together that weren't getting put together.
The growth, the change, the all that,
It's
like
coming, whether they like it, whether a person likes it, whether they don't like it, it's coming.
we're at a point now in life where we're the adults. We are the ones that are making the change. We are the ones paying the taxes. We are the ones doing all these things.
Yeah.
Like so, it's up to faces like me, B Mills, you T Mac, and to be able to share this with y'all, and had a podcast like we have many a goals and many a dreams, and
You got a lot.
and we're gonna get there eventually.
You have a lot of good people in Marion, and
Right.
They should not have the access to the same things that people in Indy and Chicago,
Right,
anywhere. That's why we've opened this. That's why the people downstairs got the businesses they had.
right,
We're offering services, and we want people around here to be able to enjoy them.
yeah,
You know, and that's really what it comes down to.
yeah. Showing the love,
You know?
sharing the love.
hopefully one day, like maybe we can get a hold of a city contract for what we do, what they need. You know what I mean? That's a goal. That is a goal. I will say, like, let's contract something through the city. You know, let us do something for you, video or audio wise type deal.
Like I said, and we're not gonna stop. You're gonna see us out. We're gonna continue to push, and whatever we're doing, just know our home base is here at the Gemini. Like
And the
definitely. Oh, go ahead.
The growth of it's going to be crazy in the long run.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
every person
Well-
that's watching right now, I swear to you, I feel like in even 1 to 2 years, they're going to be like, yeah, they weren't
You'll be,
bullshit.
you'll be able to see the growth, and a lot of it just comes from daily habits, man. What people,
Yeah.
and that's anybody. It can be whoever's watching this. Anybody can do that, bro. Like
Yeah.
anybody can take something, and when they start focusing on what they really want, and they cut out all the extra shit. It don't matter where you're from. It don't matter your background, your religion, your race, none of that. If you stop and you create that focus and whatever you want, it can happen. You can do it. It don't matter if you don't have the resources right now. If you are motivated and you want something. I read a quote a long time ago, and it was like, if you don't get what you wanted, you didn't want it bad enough.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's
I
real.
feel that.
You have
And-
to hold yourself.
And I've even been there myself. Like even to shine a negative on me. Like when I was out there on drugs, this, that, the other, like I didn't have it every day. I figured out a way. Like, why can't I do that
Mhm.
for what I want? My podcast, my children, my dreams, my this, my that.
Right.
Like we take that same drive and pump
Yeah.
it back into a positive.
Well, I think too that touches on, because getting in trouble a lot. I ended up getting to the point where I read a lot.
right.
And that's not to say every book you pick up is face value. You should take that and run with it.
Right.
It's something to analyze.
Right.
And you pick that up, and it may have some truth to it, it may not. But one thing I picked up was the idea that everybody wants to feel important. Everybody wants to feel loved. Everybody wants to give love or be loved.
Right.
Either of these things. So when you take that and you look at the drug epidemic and people, a lot of that stuff comes from low self-esteem,
Yeah.
low self-worth. You don't know what you want to do yet, and you get pulled into that shit, and then that's got its own.
Yeah.
to it.
It's got its own ups and downs.
Yeah, and it's like, how do you help what resources are we giving people to get out of that? How, not just programs, but mindset.
Yeah.
How do you take somebody that's being influenced by that, and how do you, what I'm saying?
When there's a stereotype and there's a negative outlook on just the city, like
It's everywhere,
you
though.
go to anywhere, like, oh, I've lived here, I've lived there, and it just that negative, like, oh, well, we can't never do this, we can't never do that. But
You know what
like,
my argument to that is, though? How can you have two people that grew up in the same household and the same influence? One chooses this direction, one chooses that direction.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I think it just has, like, I look at me for an example, because I can only use me for an example.
Right.
Because it's just, I know my
facts come in. You can't.
I can't
Right.
dispute my own upbringing.
Right.
I had a great upbringing.
Yeah.
I still
That's
chose
what
to
I'm
go
saying,
into a
yeah.
bad situation and choose these, but I was influenced heavily by bad things. I can't say it's the people that was doing its fault that influenced me. and I
Right.
can't-
The people who
I was
raised you's
attracted
fault.
to
Like
it.
you can't blame
Fascination.
nobody.
I was
like,
attracted
That's
to
where I
it.
was.
Yeah.
And there wasn't even a situation where my parents could have even understood what was having an influence over me to even dictate it.
Right.
Either way, that influence was heavier than whatever because they gave me all the love in the world. I could have been anything I wanted under that.
Right.
They were great, awesome. I still today, now that I'm a father, look at some of the stuff. I'm like, I don't know how they did that. They were
Right.
better than me when it came to that. But I think that's something that there sometimes there isn't a reason why somebody's influenced by this or why this person. It could be genetic in some cases,
Right.
but in some cases I don't know. But I think that anybody, whether you're drug addicted, whether you've been in trouble all your life, I think if you really find that one thing that you can hold on to that pulls you through, you can beat anything, man. And it's hard. It's not easy. I know
I
20
think
people that
that's the whole premise of
Yeah.
this country and why the immigrants come here and everybody wants to, because America, like, yeah, it might not be the easiest, but we can make our own way.
Yeah, and
We
it's
can
easier
change
from
our
where they
own
come
narrative.
from.
Motherfuckers ain't telling you
Was.
can't do this and can't do that because you're a free human being and you have that instilled in you.
yeah,
Chasing dreams.
Yeah.
the ability to even be able to chase a dream. That's
Yeah.
you can't. Some places they don't even
That-
have
that-
that.
it's not
opportunity.
even close
Not
to
even-
an option.
Yeah,
Not
some
even
countries
an
like we
option.
couldn't have this podcast.
Answering to somebody, and it's
We could have it.
vicious.
Either that, or we walk out this podcast in handcuffs.
Wow.
I've seen it firsthand with my people.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
vicious.
saying. Yep, it's crazy, but yeah, all this represents in general that we're doing is just something that we're offering a service. If you want the opportunity to come up here and do a podcast, you can do that. If you want to do some music, you can do that. If there's other ideas you have and you think that we may be of help resource wise in the community, hit us up, man. We're not opposed to any of it.
Right.
I feel like another thing, speaking on our city, the Marion note is like, yeah, we don't have outside sources probably look at us a little bit differently than like, but I do feel like with the control that Marion has now, and not even the people that are in control when it comes to, how do I say it, elected officials.
Okay.
I feel like a lot, like who we have in place now has a reflection on a lot, and then like even us standing on our own without, you know, being around them or anything like that. I feel like we want better for our city, so it kind of relate,
Well,
not kind of, it relates for what they're doing too.
I was gonna say, to touch on that, and this is something that's always kind of been a problem to me, somewhat. Not to touch on politics heavy.
Yep, we're
but
not
in
going too deep.
and
Y'all
we're
getting
not
deep.
going-
We
we're
ain't
not
gonna
going
do this.
super deep at all,
That's
but
local, though.
the one thing that I will say is, it seems like we typically
moving.
have elected officials that are in their 60s, 70s, 80s.
Right.
Right now, we currently have somebody that's around our age.
I feel like he's still
more-
in bloom.
That's more in touch with
And
the
it's
youth.
great.
And it's not knocking the older, because you can get a lot of wisdom from older people that have already been through things. But I
Right.
think when it comes to actually having a reinvigorating a community, putting the flap under
We
your
have
eyes.
to bring
You
gotta
the
have
young
people that-
adults, like I said, let's go 25 to 45. Let's go younger.
Yeah.
Okay. We are at that point where we are able to speak up. We are able to make the change. We are be able to do that, and we are going to do it.
Yeah, we're able to have this positive
Right.
influence.
My point of being of saying all that, I guess, was just like I said, Marion. Some people from the outside of Marion probably doesn't, from watching news or whatnot. But every city has their bullshit going on.
Mhm.
Don't let them fool you. Marion's just one of them,
Yeah.
of multiple. So
It's all
Marion's
the
not
same.
as bad as they put off. It, but
I think that's a mindset too. Like, we all run around and we all, like he said, when he left, he was like, I can't wait to get out there. I'm never going back.
Right.
Me, when I've left, I'm never going.
I can't stand
and it's
coming
like-
through here. And it's that like
It's all a mindset, and individually, there's people that have been here. I know people that have been here their whole life, and like, I love it here.
yeah.
You know, it's just a mindset.
even through my trouble, I love it here, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna stunt.
Because it's
my
everywhere.
city,
A person,
bro.
if you have problems here and internal problems here, if you pick up, and
There's
you
no
leave, it
running
might
from
change. Yeah, it'll be there when you get there.
Right.
It's a
Eventually,
new problem.
yeah.
So it's like, and I'm not saying to discourage anybody from leaving. It's great. Go experience the world.
But
I tell my kids all the time, go
Yeah.
places.
like
And if you want to come back, cool. But
to sum that up, what I was trying to get across to our people, Marion isn't as bad as people let it be, and also I feel like we are on
it's a great city.
the rise.
We're on the verge. We're on the verge of change. We all remember great points from Marion.
Yeah.
From the
We
looks,
all
from the looks
remember.
of Marion to
It's made a lot of us.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a lot.
us.
We-
Like, we
Made
can't
me,
sit
it's
here.
made me,
Okay,
it broke me.
whether I go to fucking
forget.
Hollywood, whether I go to fucking
Yeah.
Dubai, this, that, the other,
to get
I'm
chocolate.
going to be
Yep.
Marion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that 765 stamped on my
Till you
back,
die.
like till I die.
straight up.
Repping
Shout out to what's his
Marion.
name?
Lil Reaper.
Lil
Lil
Reaper.
Reaper's getting ready to be on the podcast. We've
Yeah,
actually
on you,
we
bro.
actually
out to
talked to
Lil
him.
Reaper, man.
Let's get him up here.
Lil Reaper, what-
Somebody who
They gave you the invite, man.
Hey,
They gave you the invite.
don't be
bro.
scared now.
But now, hey, I reached out. It's your
Yeah.
turn.
It's your turn.
It'd be fun to hear his side of it, because that blew up, and it's like so many people either used it as memes or made fun of it over the years.
I'm
and-
glad we came up
and
on
this
that
and that.
subject,
But
bro.
I think that's a good idea, just to let him have his voice. Let him.
He didn't make that as a
But-
joke.
No,
You know what I mean? Like, he meant that. Like,
But what's funny about it is, if you take, so that's another thing we talk about sometimes, is like the youth now, the people that are coming up, and like even in that time period, everything was filmed, everything was
Yeah.
recorded. Us coming up, most of us, we didn't have the camera in our face
no.
24/7, so there would have been some embarrassing
So,
things
Yeah.
we would have done
yeah.
or whatever.
B-Mills has talked to him.
So like, I'm gonna say this about Reaper. It's like, I knew people that were linked in him back in the day. I know kind of the upbringing
I've
he
never
had,
met him.
the things he's went through.
I went to church with him as a
He's
kid.
went- he's went through
like
some-
Bible school.
Went through some struggles at a young age. So that the Marion shit he let out, I really do truly feel that shit was from the bottom of his heart. And his lyrics in it, he had a lot of reasons he spit them lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it just didn't come because he was just sitting there chilling type deal. He's like,
Right.
nah, he had some emotion tied into that shit. Let me tell you,
But
I
it's
want to
no
hear the
different.
story.
It's no. It just ended up being the way it was. It's no different than the Indie Animals
Yeah.
guys.
The
They didn't
Indie
give a
Animals
fuck.
guy, right?
Like, Like, I don't know who y'all are, but thanks a fucking lot.
Yeah, I'm an Indiana. He an Indiana. Like
Now
they
we
meant
got that. Now we
they
got
meant that from the bottom of their core.
yeah, but hey, it's not a good thing.
Man,
Like what? Yeah, they are joking. They are definitely clowning on the Indiana.
That's just life sometimes, man. But it'd be interesting to see his side of the story on it, and yeah,
Films ain't facts.
I'm
We're gonna get to the
excited to
fact
hear
of the matter of it, bro.
yeah.
so like, do you plan? Because also everybody knows you as a rap artist too.
Yeah.
Do you plan on making
Man,
anything,
of
Shake, or you
course,
just sitting
bro.
back in the cut?
Bro, I was just at Walmart last night. Ran into somebody from our youth. He's like, "You still rapping?" Yeah, bro. I've never, just for everybody, I'm never gonna stop rapping.
Right?
Never. Like I'll be 60, 70, and 80.
You're gonna be in a nursing
It
home.
may sound ridiculous to some people.
No.
But you gotta think about it. Our age group will be 60 and 70, 80. Listen to rap.
Faster.
I don't honestly know what I
Faster
rap
than you
about at
think.
that point, but still, I'm just saying that yeah, I plan on having a project pretty soon, dropping, and we're working on that now. Me and a couple other people that I really am anticipating getting to work with. That's why the importance on having another engineer up here. And that's
If he come out with this project and I ain't got at least 16 on it, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be real mad. mad.
So like,
I'm gonna record something on the studio one day. I'm gonna leave it there as a little
Yeah.
pop up. Watch.
we can so people can anticipate. T-Mac got something dropping.
He got something
It's
dropping.
may been a minute. I don't know if you follow any of his old stuff. It is
2000.
dope. I fuck with it. Some of the shit touches my like lays with my soul type deal. So
I appreciate it.
we do music as well. So we are hoping, fingers crossed, fall drops. We're linked in with some people now that can help us hold each other accountable and push to get it done and quality wise.
Important thing in life,
We
man,
all
if-
pushing each
to
other.
the young guys out there, young
Yeah.
girls out there, if you don't have a pack or people around you that are able to hold you accountable and they just let you run off and do anything and they let you run off hot-headed into every fight, everything, and they just let you do that, those are not your friends. Or either that or they haven't learned yet either. But you got to find that pack of people that want to win and they want to see you win and they want what's best for you. That's important, man. I went years. I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I
went
concur,
years
bro.
doing that and,
Yeah.
and being around people that really didn't care about me. I had some that do that I'm still friends with to this day. And
I
it
had a
was
lot
the
of
same
people-
thing.
The
It's important.
You're my
when,
brother.
when
You're
you
up.
when you got it, they
got a
there.
few of them
when you
left.
struggling, they ain't got $1 to loan you.
Yeah, bro,
We've been there. We've all ate that humble pie, bro. It takes wisdom. It takes
I ate a lot
knowledge,
of it when I was
understanding
younger.
to know that we've been through that.
Yeah.
Like we've all been through that
Yeah.
same crash and burn, and
We
that's
definitely-
not what we're doing here.
We definitely got projects coming. I got a few artists that are well known as far as locally. They're gonna be, doing some stuff too. I'm really looking to get some people that from different genres to come up here and work. Man, we're not, bro. We are every genre.
We are a recording studio,
Yes.
not a rap studio, not a hip hop studio,
It's a
not this.
recording
We are a
studio.
recording studio.
I got
So-
Fleetwood Mac on the wall.
Yep.
I went to
Rolling Stones, like, come on.
I went to Riverfest
Johnny
yesterday.
Cash.
How'd that go?
It was pretty dope. It was the Riverfest 2025, first one ever. Los Amores put it on. Shout
Shout out to
Keith.
Los Amores, big
Shout out
sponsor.
Keith
Yep.
and his wife.
Yep. Keith and his wife.
Y'all did your thing, and I was telling Keith yesterday. I was like, man, we ain't really. This is like First Friday had a mix of things, man.
Right.
I can only imagine what next Riverfest is going to be.
Right.
Good God! But I told Keith
What,
yesterday.
what
I
if
was like,
what if we do
this-
what if we do
we
River
got no First Friday.
like what if we make Riverfest into a First Friday? Like it doesn't have
I mean,
to
it
just
could-
be.
that'd
It
be
just doesn't
great.
have to be one set thing. Like we can continue to do pop-ups. Okay, well Gemini Lounge brought the music this time.
Nice.
Fucking Los Amores brought the taco truck. Okay, we'll have Rob's Kitchen bring barbecue. Like you could throw out the different
and
things.
with-
Like we could actually do this.
and-
Like
What I was telling Keith yesterday. Keith is plugged into a lot of good artists.
yeah.
And I was like, me and my guys, something like that, you got to do time base.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
for these folks who have this this at this certain time, we roll in hip hop. We'll do it at a different time. You know,
Right.
Some people would appreciate it, but you know, sometimes you got to
cater
keep
to
it
the
separate.
crowds.
Yes, and I don't know. I think the Riverfest was dope, man.
Okay.
And the tacos were on point. Yeah. You already know I had to take my medicine.
Right.
I'm right upstairs, so I've definitely probably gained about 5 to 10 pounds.
So that's one thing. That's one thing you will get coming to Gemini Lounge. Like I said, Los Amores being one of our sponsors for the Films and Facts podcast.
I had some.
You can smell the tacos coming up.
I had
If you
some
wasn't
clients-
hungry when you came in here,
I had some clients last night that came in here. They had a 3-hour session. In the middle of it, they went down to get us the tacos.
You were not going to starve if you come to the gym.
Yeah.
For
We
real,
got
though.
tacos here. If you, hey, you got
Cantina open Monday through Saturday.
You
Closed
got
on
it.
Sundays though.
You got Michael Contreras has his store downstairs.
Yep.
You can get
Yep.
some J's there. You can get some authentic
Shout out
90s
Michael.
clothes. He prints clothes. He does all kinds of great
Hey,
things down there.
I just seen some of his work, bro.
Oh, he's a beast. He did this.
Hive Mind.
Yeah.
Can we see
Hive
that on
Mind
camera?
Market.
Yeah, pull it back. Pull it back. Put it on camera.
Yeah. High Mind Market. He just did the Gemini Lounge. Which
Yeah.
I'm gonna get more off.
If you want the good CBD gummies,
Yeah.
Hive Mind. I got a guy that messes with them. Oh, and that's the only thing he messes
Faithful.
with, bro.
And
he is faithful. He says these gummies are fire.
But they
get
also
the job
have
done.
they have candles, they have cookies, they have all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff down there.
I met some
and
of
all
the
kinds
vendors
of stuff.
yesterday that are in there, dude.
Michael's wife, I believe, she's got Nail Hub downstairs.
I say
Nail
Nail Hub. I was
Yeah,
gonna shout
Nail
them
Hub.
out too.
Yeah, Nail Hub. You have Katie's Tattoos across the way.
Yeah, my chick got tattooed. Their shit
Yeah.
crisp, bro.
Yeah.
Richard Hamilton, he's junior. He's got
Peter Barshop. Yeah.
his barbershop, and that's coming upstairs, I believe, here soon. But yeah, I mean, there's shout out to Andrea Max.
Yeah. Boston Hill Center.
They're
Like
Boston
gotta
Hill
give him mad praise.
I love this.
Love the place.
There's so many different. When you walk in here, bro, wait until the holiday times. I feel
Yeah.
like
Speaking of that, they just dropped yesterday and said that they're going to be doing New Year's Eve
I've seen that.
here.
We'll
and
be
they're
here.
selling tickets. I think it's $30 a
We'll
ticket.
be here. We'll
but
be here
you'll
live.
have-
We'll have to get
Yeah.
into him. Like might have to.
They got VIP.
I think the Films Ain't Facts podcast, Gemini Lounge, need to DJ all night. So
So
we might have to
check
have a little
out,
fun.
check out Boston Hill Center if you haven't on Facebook.
Facebook, yeah,
Go
check
give
them out.
a like, go check out their stuff, man. They're great people. They're running.
They might be on Insta too. I'm not for sure.
You said what?
Instagram. They
I
some
don't
people
know
do.
if they are.
Like I said,
Yeah.
we're working on Instagram too. Like I said, I'm
I'm
working on
there, but I
new
think
social
I'm
media
on there.
ventures.
I'm on there, but I'm not quick enough. With it.
You can link your Facebook into it, and
It is.
it'll post. It'll post together.
It
Yeah.
is. but
After
I don't know.
after October 1st, we will be on the rest of the platforms. We've just kind of been sitting back, pacing ourselves. We'll be on Spotify, all the
And
Apple
this-
stuff.
And like you said, this episode here, this wasn't pre-planned. We're just firing off. We had
Yeah, this
we had
freestyle.
what was it? We had a guest planned, but it's rescheduled.
Yeah,
So-
he got rescheduled.
So our guest got rescheduled, but we went. He is his name is What's Next. We've got it posted. Y'all might know him as Brian Rupert, another Marion local native. I know y'all got some shit in the works. I don't want to put too much out there. They've been recording some music. We're actually going to go see him live. He's opening for Waka Flocka at Pierre's the Saturday and the 27th. So we will be there. Films Ain't Facts podcast is
We
going to
will
be
busting
there.
out
So
a few interviews.
so we
We'll
have
be
a few
live.
interviews. We're probably going to go live. And this episode, we kind of just wanted to come in, talk about it, be able to push something so we can have some content to you this week to let you know what we got going on. We got
And,
big things coming.
Also, What's Next will be on the October 31st, I believe.
October 4th is what he'll be on the Films Ain't Facts podcast. And he's got a show in Cincinnati,
October
30th
31st
Halloween.
with Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Yep.
which everybody knows them, bro. And, man, he lucky. He gets to share the stage with them fellas. You know, that's cool.
And Waka. So
And Flocka.
Flocka squad.
Hey, we're going to be
Brick
turning up
gang.
there. We're
Wasn't
going to
that
do
Brick
interviews.
Brick squad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
but you know, like this was just
freestyle,
a
man.
little freestyle episode, something to come and show you that you and the boys is still here. DJ Tiller with Films Ain't Facts, as always, co-host.
B Miss
Got one of my brothers, my partner with the Gemini Lounge, T Mac.
T
Appreciate you
Mac.
guys,
So,
man.
like I said, this is Films
Pleasure
Ain't Facts
as always.
podcast. GFND, baby.
Giants fight never die.
We'll holler at y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
These ain't things like that.